Hey, good evening. It's Thursday, August 7th, and welcome back to Everyday Talk 24/7. Again, just a quick reminder, Q&A Friday is tomorrow. Got 3 really great questions, and looking forward to it. If you want to, still time to send one in if you'd like. But I'm always excited for that. It's really good questions for tomorrow. So I'll be looking forward to going over those with you. Okay, we're going to finish this little short series we've been doing on the value of wisdom, how important it is, and what wisdom does for us, the value of wisdom, how we acquire wisdom. That's what we've been looking at, how we can acquire wisdom. And we're looking at the first few verses of Proverbs chapter 2. And remember, verses 1 and 2 talk about the process of acquiring wisdom, where we read here, "My son, if you accept my words and store up your commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding." In other words, making it your life's ambition to gather wisdom. Not just something on the side, but this process of getting it grips your soul. Then when that happens, verses 3 and 4, then we develop this passion for wisdom. We have to have the content first for the passion to be significant. But then when we have that content, then you cry out for it, for more. You want more and more. You search for it as for hidden treasure. You look for it as for silver. In other words, I'm going to give myself to this. I'm going to find it. Nothing's going to stop me from this search. If you knew that, a whole pile of money, millions of dollars was in your backyard, you wouldn't sit around saying, I think I'll watch TV. You would be out there digging for it. That's the issue here. So the purpose, the process of acquiring wisdom, and then I'm passionate about it. What does that yield? This is the key here in verse 5. Then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. If you give yourself to this pursuit, if you're passionate about it, if you make it your life's work to go after the commands and wisdom of God, and you have that passionate pursuit, then, verse 5, we've got a bunch of if statements, but now in verse 5, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. So what is this prize that we've been looking for? What is this understanding the fear of the Lord going to bring for you? Well, I've just written a few qualities of wisdom, a few of the precious gems. Proverbs 3, verse 15 talks about the wisdom of God is more precious than rubies. It's just that special. Well, what are you going to find? What are these rubies going to look like? Well, the first thing was in Proverbs 16:20, and I've got some here, there's no particular order, and there are tons more. There's just a few to highlight what we're talking about here. In Proverbs 16:21, we read that wisdom is going to bring discernment. What a cool, special thing. The pursuit of wisdom, being a wise person, will make me a discerning person. I'll be able to distinguish good from bad or good from better. That's a really cool thing, a beautiful thing. In Proverbs 3:35, we find out that the wise person inherits honor. A life of wisdom yields honor, brings its own inheritance of honor. Not shame and disgust, but honor. That's valuable. In Proverbs chapter 9, verse 9, we read, the person who's wise will keep on getting wiser. Instruct the wise, and they will be wiser still. See, wisdom is not static. It's not like, I've learned this, I've learned points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. Now I'm okay. No, wisdom brings a passion for more wisdom. So, instruct the wise, and they will be wiser still. In Proverbs chapter 10, verse 1, a wise son brings joy to his father, to his parents. And really, a wise person brings joy to those who know them. How's that for being special? That's a beautiful ruby in itself. If you're wise, in the biblical sense, you're going to bring joy to others. That's phenomenal. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 14. If you're a wise person, you're going to value knowledge. You're going to treasure it. And that's what we've been looking at. This person who's wise, they hunger and thirst for more. It's very connected to what Jesus says. You want to hunger and thirst for righteousness. Hunger and thirst for wisdom. And it's a beautiful search because it's never satisfied in one sense, and yet it's satisfying as you grow. Just a beautiful connection there. The wise person is a person who listens to advice. I need that. I believe you do too. Just the humility to listen to advice. A wise person is wise enough to listen to advice. May not always take it, but they're open to it. In James chapter 3, verse 17, one of the qualities of wisdom from above is, are you open to reason? Can you be reasoned with? Are you accessible? A wise person listens to advice. Chapter 12, verse 15. I'm sorry, I just read that. Chapter 12, verse 16. A wise person stays calm. The benefit of wisdom is you can be calm. Some of us can tend to get pretty excitable. But if we pursue wisdom, we will be able to remain calm. That's a precious gift all of itself. That's really special. Proverbs 14:16. The person who fears the Lord, a wise person who fears the Lord will shun evil. That's just the benefit of being wise. I pursue God, I'll turn away from wisdom. I'll turn away from evil. What a precious gift that wisdom builds into us. We begin to have an automatic response of turning away from wisdom. And then the last one I'm going to look at tonight, a similar benefit. Mockers avoid wise people. They don't want anything to do with them. So that's a huge benefit of being wise. Mockers will turn away from you. These are just a few of the precious jewels of wisdom. This is the prize that we've been digging for, longing for. So I acquire knowledge by this process of really going after it. And then I become passionate about it. And if I'm that passionate about wisdom, then I will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. And all these things I've just been talked about are ways that impacts our life. I need these things. We all need them. Wisdom is a pursuit, a lifelong pursuit. It's the skill of applying the truth of God to our life every day. Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 through 5. This is how we acquire wisdom. And it's the most valuable pursuit that we can do. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow about the Q&A Friday. Love your questions. Love your feedback. Such an honor to be with you every day. And again, Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.